a little bit of your testimony. Yeah, this is my salvation story. I have got a few questions asked, just a couple, not too much. So I want to start off with the first question. A little bit of your testimony. All I'm gonna say is I was raised in church, so I've always known about God. I always knew about God. I got baptized June 21, 2024. But I had a little issue. I started being friends with a group of friends. I tried to fit in, and March 11th, I left church. I left everything. I felt God. But I started smoking. I drank once. It was terrible. But I can say that now I got back to God July 13, 2025. I'm doing way better than before. When I was in the world, I'd always be sad. I'll always be there for people who wouldn't even be there for me. I started being distant for them and stop texting them, and I started focusing on myself because I didn't love myself. I wouldn't care about everyone else's feelings and not care about mine. So I'm like, y'all want respect. Y'all want to be treated some type of way, but y'all don't even show me respect and treat me how I want to be treated. Like, second question, how was trying to act like everything was okay and just vent to everyone to going to church? Yes, I'll vent to everyone because I'm like, maybe they care, maybe they'll show that they care about me. But none of that was shown. So I just started focusing on myself, focusing on God. So I started going to church, I started doing what God wanted me to do. And Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." God knows the plans that He has for me, but I have to be following. 3. Was it hard having friends who weren't Christian and you started being distant? Yes, it was hard having friends that weren't Christian because then I started being distant from God, started doing what that group was doing, and it was just terrible. The fourth question. What was life like before coming to God? Life was honestly terrible. Like I said, I was depressed, suicidal, bisexual, a whole bunch of stuff. People still think today that I'm gay. I'm not. Trust. Never that. I'm into men. But it's not about that. What was the hardest about trying to follow God, but you overcame it and continued? The hardest thing was when I found out, I kept going, but I found out my grandpa passed away, my uncle passed away, and my uncle when I was 4 passed away. So it was hard. But the hardest thing was, I would be there for everyone, like I said, and I wouldn't get anything in return. The 6th question, what was the worst part about it, and how did God help you overcome it? The worst part about it was the smoke. And how God helped me, I started going to church, I started praying, I started reading the Bible. And I stopped doing it on my own. Not with my own strength, but I would pray about it. And it took a couple months for me to stop. I started in March, but it took just like 3 months for me to stop, and that's it. So I can say that where God has me now, I have a part to do in August 12th. But if you guys need a church to go to, I'll put mine down below to serve the Lord. If you need a church to go to serve the Lord, in upstate New York, if you live in upstate New York, yeah. But I thank you guys all, and keep your head up, because the plans that God has for your life, God is not going to have you go through something that you can't go through. God puts you through things that you can go through, not what you can't go through. Just remember, God will always be with you. God bless y'all, and have a blessed day.